anything. We only sell for need. We are on your side. We don't push. We listen to what you need. We tell about products honestly. We offer our expertise. We are not paid provision. And the customer satisfaction is the measure of our success, right? And they say, the company core strategy is not to sell, but to be an algorithm company that manages inventory and prices. So they are truly strategically not selling. They just want people to buy, but they don't sell. So here we are, one of the most successful trading commerce companies of the country, having a strategy where we don't sell anything. Okay, so you need to understand this is deep. So you need to understand this to be successful at selling Finland. We also do a lot of international comparative studies where Finland and Austria are always the ones where you're not supposed to sell. I don't know why Austria is like that. I know where Finland is. So, trust and adaptation are the scientifically most proven constructs in any empirical setting to correlate best with profitable growth. Trust and adaptation. Whereas adaptation, you know that when you meet a customer, you treat them personally, right? You try to do something different for every customer, which is a great idea. Even if you do a very standard thing, you understand that success is about creating a unique customer experience at the end of the day. And people are pretty good at that. But trust is something that people think that, oh, it'll grow, but they do nothing to make it wake up. And that is stupid in a country as in Finland, where the trust is everything. So you need tools to create trust. Here are just 3 examples of how I've been successful at creating trust very quickly without even knowing the people. Visualizations. You use great pictures, great 3D, great simulations, great virtual reality. You use different kinds of picture, video, graphic aids to meet at and around the visualization so that you don't have to speak that much. A good picture says 1,000 words. And then you could be look. And it's actually more efficient than go, You can go there, look. What do you think? Look. And the Finn starts slowly talking about, yes, bad picture, not good. The picture should be this way. It's like, yes, understand. And you're on the same plane. But without any visualization, it's going to be you going, please buy, and the Finns hate that. Have a visualization. If you're in a restaurant or a shop, have it at the till. If you're meeting in a room, have it on a computer. If you're meeting in a virtual space, use that. Can I show you something? And then talk so that your face is not showing there, but you're showing something. You're teaching something. When you're preparing an offer, how many of you guys have, when you're preparing something that you're going to offer to a client, a customer, how many of you guys have opened up access to your cloud drive so that they can see you prepare it? I've done it tens of times. You send a text message with a link to your OneDrive or a link to your Microsoft Online or Google Doc. That's it. As simple as that. You say, I want to make it transparent. You could come anytime. How many of you guys have called the customer in the weekend when you're working on your offer and you see the anonymous manatee, the purple cursor, come into your system? I've called maybe 5 times, 4 deals. But who are we kidding? It's 6 p.m. on a Saturday. Why is he watching it? Why is she watching it? The reason is she's interested. Why am I there? Because I'm working, because I have kids. That's me time working on Saturday night. Right? Every entrepreneur. I've called, said, sorry, but I noticed that are you spying on me? One person asked me. I was like, yes I am. It's my document. Who are we kidding here? Do you have a question? And I've even written in the offer document going like, John, have a look at this. And see if he goes there. Call me, John, if you see this. And the person called me. You wrote, call me. It's about price. Yeah, okay. And then you can make websites. We're just talking to Klaus, the next speaker, about how he's been doing that as a business. Creating fully personalized websites. It's so easy. So easy, you can do it in 5 minutes. But if you make a personalized website that is only available through that link, you create a tool for evoking that trust, for something that's truly special and also adaptive. And then obviously, in online behavior, you always have to think of the details. And it's quite clear here who's doing the good job. I'll give you one piece of academic research. No blurred background. Did you hear that? Please obey 100%. Never blurred background. It always, according to Harvard's studies, creates distrust. Ceteris paribus, comparing with a no. Never blurred background. Talk to the person next to you. What is the aid that you can use to create trust with your Finnish client? 30 seconds, starting now. Well, all kinds of standards of zero tolerance to the substance of what you're doing. For example, all kinds of health, food safety, animal health. We are great. Zero tolerance for bullying. The society is based on zero tolerance in the backyard for anything that has to do with substance. But when I go to sales organizations over here, and I look at what's your zero tolerance, what do you never do in a sales organization? I was touring, doing trainings for this massive sales organization here in Finland for 14 different trainings across the country, and it took over a year. And you know, I always ask, what's the zero tolerance thing that you do without prompting, you know, as a surprise? And they said, lock the door when you leave. But that's the only thing that they're proud of. Because the zero tolerance things define the professional pride. So the medical doctors say we have the Hippocrates oath, that we promise 100%, no matter what nationality, how drunk they are, whether I think they deserve to die, I will put in my best effort to heal them and save them. It's the Hippocrates oath. And we believe in these things. And what are the most respected and honored professions in Finland? Out of the top 10, 7 different kinds of doctors. Pick a wild guess what my family is. My mom's a dentist. That's a doctor. Everybody is a dentist or a doctor. Then Petri became a salesman. But then I started counting. I'm good at math. So I started counting things and I got a PhD and I became a professor. Oh, Mr. Professor. No, that's a different thing. But the point is that you need to be able to get into the respect of Finns. You need to have the principles of zero tolerance in the front yard. I will do everything I need to do to complete these things. I will always send a text message after I call these people. I will always make sure that I do that follow-up. I will always answer every complaint. They will respect every rule of zero tolerance you can come up with. It doesn't matter what it is. Tell your person next to you in 30 seconds what could be the zero tolerance thing that you talk to your customer about to create trust and respect for your professional sales behavior in your business, starting now. Somebody like, can I finish my sentence? And then you keep on talking to these people. It's very useful. So that's why I'm interrupting as brutally as I can. I have many good zero tolerance jokes and stories, but I'll tell you afterwards if you're interested. One of the best Finnish tricks on how to get foreign people to buy from us is to have this quiet engineer with the salesperson who sits there and says nothing. And when the client asks, who is he? Or asks directly, who are you? Without looking up from the papers or the computers, like, I'm the guy who makes it work. And it's like, I need this guy. You go away, I need this guy. Right? This is hospital equipment. Hospital equipment. International company, big in Finland, boosting, trying to get more market share, get closer to the clients, increase share of wallet, increase margins, sell innovative technology instead of the standard stuff. Boosting. Out of the whole campaign that they did, the whole investment, the whole big shebang, the most successful thing in Finland was that the maintenance men and the salespeople started wearing the same stuff. So you can't tell which one is which. There were some maintenance people who sold well and some salespeople who sold well, and they've all agreed that the most efficient way to sell to the hospital is not to go to the meeting room and talk about needs and products and services and stuff, but to go 5 minutes beforehand, somehow get yourself to the current machine, which is usually locked, and then you have to be somehow, the secretary needs to open or something. And then the person who you're negotiating with finds you ass first there. The first thing they open the door, they see your ass. Because you're down there digging the cables from underneath the machine, opening the lid, blowing the hoses, checking the connections, and you give a little lecture to them about how it's really important for the error signals to always clean these things. And then without looking, you dig up the error codes from the panel, and then you go like, this you don't have to care about, this is important, this is important, this you don't have to care about. Oh, by the way, I made you a secret sticker between the wall and the machine here, so that you can see which ones are important. Because you don't have to react to all the error codes. This is very important. I have a lot of error codes. Can we talk about the software update? You catch my drift? So you see here, this person could be either. Before it was men in shirts and blazers selling, and men in black overalls cleaning and maintaining and fixing. But I think for you guys to understand what the Finn appreciates is authenticity, non-pretentiousness, and substance orientation with professional pride. So my sort of lowest level suggestion to you guys is always look like the substance expert. I went to a big IT company that we grew a lot in 5 years. I was a part of an investor team, and we bought the company and we grew it a lot, and we sold it off. And I was going like, when I went to the company, I asked so how much do the coders, the programmers sell? The salespeople must sell a lot, but how much do the programmers sell? So a fair bit. Like, how much? I don't know, we'll find out. They came back and said, I actually sell quite a lot. They sold 12.4 million in the project. 12.4 million, that's quite a lot. So how many programmers? I don't know. Go check it out. 24 coders were a part of the sales work. That's pretty good. So, relative to hours, which one sold better, the programmers or the salespeople? Because the programmers only sell an hour here, an hour there, but the salespeople said, I don't know. Go find out. Came back, programmers sell a lot better. Why do we have the salespeople? It's so hard to find the programmers who sell. Where did we get to 24? Can you look into every place where we got one and get another one? We actually taught the salespeople to be programmers. So they became better salespeople when they got their billing job. When they got something, a technical skill that they can sell. They got the professional pride, they got the appreciation in the face of the client. They could talk about tech stuff. Okay? So tell me, what do you need to change in what you wear to look more like the substance expert? 30 seconds starting now. Okay, Matti and Teppo. Has nothing to do with the presentation. What do the Finns like when we study customer relationship management in a longer run? And we look at some of the particularities that we have in the big data sets around CRM, account management, and such things. What do the Finns like relatively more than the international comparative data sets? They like status update. Status update. There's a separate study, a piece of academic research out there on the psychology of a person, that if you can see how long it takes for the software to download, versus you don't see how long it takes, you know. A person will wait 4 times longer if you can see how long it takes before canceling it. 4 times longer. The same psychology here, but we are very prone to it in Finland. We don't want to talk about it because we are not very talkative, but we are not very social. We don't want you to push your social messages and the agendas to us, but we want to know where we are going. Okay. I promised the organizer Marianne here that I'll be here at 7. She went somewhere. I was here at 8 past 7. I tried, the event started at 20 to 6, but I promised to be here at 5, not 7, 5, and it started 7:40, started the event. But I promised to be 40 minutes early, and I was 8 minutes late. And I sent Marianne, I called her, and I sent her a text message. Because I was 8 minutes late from being 40 minutes early, right? People know where we are. You can send endless status updates on what's going on, and the things will love it. Entire e-commerce system companies have risen and flourished because they have customer service that is more call center-ish than other technology companies. And they constantly at the end of the week send a text message. This is what I did this week. This is how the system fared. This is what I'm gonna do next week. Call me anytime, or I'll send you a status update next Friday. Instead of go see the dashboard. Or actually not even saying that, assuming go see the dashboard. The Finns like this idea that they're on top of the game, they know what's going on, but they don't want to talk about it. Final idea that I want you guys to be able to reflect with each other is educating the customer. So this is globally rising, and we are currently conducting some research in Australia, where this is really hot as well. But mature economies, where civilized economies are getting sick and tired of selling. And the more you get robocalling and the more you get fake automation, the more they get sick of direct selling. So how do salespeople legitimize the existence, and how do sales activities legitimize the time and effort and attention they take from the customers? The only good reason is that they still are able to educate. So educational selling, or pedagogical selling, whatever term you want to, or customer training, is the new center point of the sales profession. You can tutorialize everything that you do, from your first text message and the heading of your email, to the way that you negotiate, the way that you try to close the deal, the way that you talk about price, and so on. Every piece of the sales process can be pedagogified. There are so many benefits to taking this morally and ethically more sound perspective. A lot of people come to me as a sales professor, go like, "Hey professor, where can I find a good salesperson?" And I always say, take a teacher. They pay not that well, and they're sick and tired of the bureaucracy. Take a teacher who can't take the slowness of the teacher's room. They know how to deal with the hard clients, the ones who throw the nuuska in the ceiling. You know, the ones who, they know how to deal with the tough customer without being able to anymore. There are a lot of industries that do this really well, but I don't see it proliferate other industries. The pharmaceutical industry has been particularly good, because the ethical code of conduct for the sales and marketing here in Finland, the local national ethical code of conduct, forbid all other sales and marketing activities besides clinically helpful activities. So all pharmaceutical and health tech companies just went into education. They started training the professionals, and their message is sort of conveyed on the side. I've seen Fat Boy, you know, the beanie bags? They do a lot of educational selling. They tell you how to interior decorate and enjoy TV. It's all about tutorials. And this is going everywhere. Makeup. You go to Stockman's and you go to makeup booths, they go like, "Oh, You're looking for mascara. There's like, sit down. They'll do one eye and then they'll give it to you. It's like, try it yourself. They'll teach you how to do it. It's going everywhere, but I just wanted to alert you guys. I really believe that this is good and it fits Finland really well. Yes?
What do you do with the information flood? A lot of things go into social media.
Right. So there's no way around that, but what comes out as the content that is watched, and we know that, is the how-to stuff. It's the winner of the YouTube content. The most watched video, I do sales trainings online. And my most watched videos on sales training online is how to use sales training online. Not actually. Funny enough. Okay. I'm running over time, but I'll give you one more very important. How many people here are solo entrepreneurs? Many? Okay, how many people here, in addition to being solo entrepreneurs, you set the price? So you have a say to what the price is? Many. Okay. This is my best advice to you. Use a separate ChatGPT string or any other AI device to talk about the price. It has all the math, it has much data, good analysis, and then you will learn about you, and it will be endlessly socially passionate about helping you price your stuff. It's so hard to talk about it, to price. One of my colleagues did his PhD thing on it. How hard is it talking about the price? You have a good colleague to talk about the price continuously. Will never get fed up. And every time you have to price something, every time they will do their utmost and be super interested. I've found it myself very, very useful in pricing these very overpriced speech gigs. Thanks very much.
It's rigged. You can't get off. Thank you so